you don't take the burlap and the wire basket out of the tree, they get root bound. See, this tree's been up in here for a long time, so it's 5 years in the ground. You can see the roots growing in a circular motion around the tree, cutting it off. The root basket, the root ball, the galvanized metal is still in here. You can see parts of it still in there. And it gets root bound, and then the tree looks sick. The leaves defoliate as opposed to a nice thick healthy green tree that managed to get out of its basket. This one is a sick tree that didn't. It got root bound, and we're trying to save it. Okay, my suspicion of this tree now is that it's grown around itself on the bottom. In other words, the roots are curling back under the tree. So, you know, we found several girdling roots that are growing all along in here. We found the galvanized basket. There's a root growing in the incorrect direction. It should be growing away from the tree, but that's evidence that it hit the burlap bag and has started growing around in a circle. And it gets root bound, and we're going to try to save it. But after that discovery, that root's solid, growing in a circular direction underneath the tree. It's not likely. Okay, we've trenched down this one trench, and we've cut all the roots that are growing in the wrong direction. I'm not going to cut that big root that's apparently growing in a circular motion under the tree, because I can't see under the tree, so I'm going to leave it. I'm thinking that hopefully it's going to be all right. But where did it go? There it is. It's so big, difficult to cut down there. But I got all these that were growing in and left the ones that were growing in the proper direction, and we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trenches outward, leaving the anchor roots. Then we're going to come back and treat it for insects, preventative treatment for mites and opportunistic insects, and fertilize it in about a month, because it's February 16th right now. So here's a problem. One of the problems with being root bound is it cuts off circulation to other roots by growing over the top of them. See, I severed it right there. You can see where it's growing. It was growing around. I threw that over the top of this one. See, starting here and growing over the top of this one, right here. Okay, Martin wanted me to document what he did. This is Martin's handiwork here. We did another trench, came out and cut several roots that were growing in a circular. It's root bound. I'm afraid it's root bound into the bottom. You can see this one right here. It's growing over the top. See that right there, Martin? See this one? You got to cut that. That's what you look for. This root's growing over the top of that one. Alright, I wanted to show you what it looked like after I cut this girdling root. Serious root problem here. See? Now I cut it, and voila. This tree just took a big breath of life when I did that. So, big hole. Stick my finger in. Big root that I took out of it. Okay. Breathe, tree. More evidence of why you take the basket, the wire basket off the tree. Because oh, the basket decays. Well, it doesn't look decayed to me. It looks like it's still intact, still in the ground, right here. Right there, and then there's roots that are all twisted and trying to grow around it, and you know, can't go through it. They have to go around it, and it's just a problem. Big clump. Let me see if I can get a good picture. It's hard to get a good picture of it. But it's just a big clump right here. And it shouldn't be clumping right there by the basket. So, more evidence of why you take off the basket and the burlap. At least halfway down the ball, the root ball. See, we're not cutting any of the anchor roots. The roots that are going straight out. I got ants all over my cabin. Anyway. See, the anchor roots are all still there. All the way out. There's a bunch of girdling roots and wire basket pieces and stuff we got out of there. Had to cut this out, it just didn't decay like it's supposed to. Alrighty. And the finished product. See how far down where that was? Oh, done. Bricks are in good. Hey, where's that? We got to uncover the sprinkler head over here. We just covered it up. Where's it at? Yeah, we got the sprinkler head uncovered. No damage, yay! Okay. Muy bueno.